Hello, Hutch.
Hey, Doc. It's pretty freaky rain you got out there.
Yes, it is. Very unseasonable.
Well, I somehow don't imagine that you came here to talk to me about the weather.
I'm afraid not. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Hutch, but I just finished talking with Captain Ramsey. They'll be moving you back to prison this week.
Well, I've been expecting as much. When?
I don't know. Ramsey's keeping a very tight security, but he did say that the transfer would take place at night. He's taking every precaution to make sure that no further attempts are made on your life.
Cheerful thought, huh? It goes with the rain.
Anyway, I want to wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you. It's a nice hotel you got here, Doc.
Hi, Steve.
Hello, Rose. I think Hutch has had enough of my dull conversation. See if you can brighten things up a bit, huh?
I'll do my best.
Good.
Hi.
How you doing?
Made you some cookies.
Well, thank you. That's real nice. How's the saying go? Give the prisoner a hearty meal before sending him off to death row.
Hey, Hutch, come on, don't talk that way. I know you've got to go back to prison. You've got to serve out your time. But the most important thing is you've got to believe you're going to stay alive.
Well, I do like the idea, that's for sure.
Then please be positive. You're going to live a long, long time.
Well, I might. If I had something special to live for.
You've got yourself.
Yeah, well, it's not much inspiration right about now. I was talking about having something, you know, something I could kind of look forward to on the outside, you know what I mean? Something I could hang on to.
You've got a lot to hang on to. You have this friendship with Mike, the people here at General Hospital, and there's Luke and Laura.
How about my friendship with you?
You'll always have that.
Well, then maybe I do have something to look forward to.
Do you know when, you're going to be transferred back to prison?
Well, not exactly. Sometime this week, maybe. They'll probably come for me in the middle of the night without any notice.
Really bad at goodbyes.
Why don't we just pass on that, all right? Let's just say, I'd like to meet you again sometime, somehow. It works out.
Sorry, Hutch. I didn't know you had company. I suppose.
Hi.
It's all right, join the party.
Just came by to see the patient.
Sort of what I had in mind myself. Just one last check to show you that we do practice the art of healing around here.
Yeah, what you're saying is you got to get me back in good enough shape to go out there and take care of whatever I got to take care of back in prison, right?
Why don't you take care of yourself, okay?
I guess when people don't know exactly what to say to each other, they can always talk about the weather, can't they?
Yeah, I would say that's a very neutral subject, yes.
Well, I don't know if this is symbolic or something, but take a look at the weather. I think anybody would say it's pretty lousy right now.
Tony, don't you sense what's happening? We are holding a new world in our grasp.
I think it sounds a little melodramatic, don't you think so, Victor?
Mikos is right, isn't he? You do seem less than enthusiastic.
Good morning. Good morning. Hello, my love. Well, have you two been up to mischief behind your little door?
Alex, I think it's better if we concern ourselves only with the pleasure and comfort that's given to us, okay?
What my brother is trying to say in his genteel fashion is that Mikos doesn't like any casual talk about, let us say, our business activities.
Oh, I understand, Victor. I'm so sorry.
Well, where's Tiffany?
Where else? She went outside. It seems she's become quite a sun worshiper.
Alex, I wish to join her sometimes. You know, we do want you to relax and enjoy yourself.
Relax with Tiffany? I'd rather slit my wrists.
Well, I think I'll go find her. If you two will excuse me.
You're Tony, Victor really is becoming a bit of a bore. I mean, all I said was...
Alex, I know what you said. And please, listen to me. Do not concern yourself with what's happening behind that door.
Max Noel, how nice. Now we can have something pleasant to talk about.
Alex, I'm sorry. We have no time for frivolous conversations.
What on earth is wrong with everyone today?
Well, you apparently don't realize the situation.
What situation?
Tony, you know as well as I do that Mikos has taken complete charge. He refuses to consult with me, to discuss any decisions.
I think that's only a misunderstanding, Max.
Misunderstanding, Tony. Mikos has no intention of honoring his commitment to me. It was agreed that we would make only a brief demonstration of the power we possess.
Max, I think you're overly concerned. I really think so. Mikos is above all a humanitarian. He only wants to create a perfect new world.
But he is going to create a perfect new world by killing thousands of innocent people if he's not stopped.
Tony, what is he talking about? Is he talking about Port Charles?
Alex, please, don't let Max alarm you. Mikos is not going to harm Port Charles. He knows you have relatives living there.
Here. Yeah. And there is a guard right there.
Hi, Rosie. See me?
Actually, I wanted a shoulder to lean on. Could you spare one for a minute?
I tell you what, I will give you one shoulder only, and an unlimited amount of time. What's wrong?
I didn't handle myself well at all in Hutch's room.
What are you talking about? I think you did. You put out a lot of very good feelings, and I'm sure Hutch felt that.
I just feel so sorry for him, Rick.
I know a lot of people at the hospital do now.
And I don't want you to get the wrong idea about, you know, my being so upset over Hutch. It's just that I can't just turn my back on him. He's going to be in prison for a long time. He's going to need something to hold on to believe him, to get him through.
You couldn't have said that better. I know exactly how you feel.
It was important to me that I clear up any misunderstandings you might have had about my relationship with Hutch.
There's no misunderstanding about your relationship. Anybody that has shown that much care and concern about someone who may be facing death, I think it just may give them enough reason to want to pull through.
Thank you.
Morning, Hutch. Captain Ramsey. Well, what's the good word?
I wanted to tell you about our plan in transferring you back to prison. Now, only you and Steve Hardy will know about this till the last minute. We're going to move you by 2 ambulances. The first one that leaves here will be a decoy. You'll be in the second one with your head bandaged and laid out on the stretcher.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a good plan. If I were making the hit, that might confuse me a bit.
Well, let's hope it would confuse anyone else who might be planning one.
Yeah. One thing's for sure, they're going to be planning one.
I wouldn't like to find out the hard way if they are planning one, and I don't think you'd like to either.
So when do we make this big exit?
At night. You won't know the exact time until the very last minute. I just wanted you to be prepared, Hutch.
Well, at the moment, I don't have a thing on my calendar.
Hey, I know that this cloak and dagger stuff doesn't give you any feeling of security, but this is the way it has to be.
Hey, it's not going back to prison that bothers me. I can handle that.
Oh? Well, what is it?
It's that I've met a lot of people here in Port Charles. I made a lot of friends.
Yeah. If the parole board operated on goodwill, I think you might score a lot more points.
Dr. Robert Troutman, OR staff. Dr.
Oh,
Robert
Heather, didn't know you had an appointment with
OR
Dr. Cass today.
Actually, I don't. I'm looking for Rick Weber.
I think I can track him down for you. He's in the cafeteria.
Thank you.
You look upset. Anything wrong?
No, I was very angry earlier this morning.
But now that I'm walking around free as a breeze, I'm feeling much better. Thank you.
Well, I better be moving along, Hutch. There's still some work to be done about your transfer. You know, I gotta say, you're coming along fine. You seem better able to handle things. You've got your head on straight now. Which I'm afraid you're going to need for that long prison term.
Well, it's only a day's work, Captain. Listen, how's Toby? You heard anything about him?
Safe and sound so far. I'm going up to see him soon just to check on him. Maybe you'll both beat the rep.
You think killers ever can?
Anytime you need to show them something.
Hello, Rick. Rose.
Heather, are you all right?
Sit down. Tell us what happened.
Yes. Well, nothing happened. Captain Ramsey had to let me go.
Oh, that's a relief.
You're telling me. I was scared to death. I mean, especially being handcuffed and everything.
We were very worried about you.
Yeah, right.
Look, Heather, I wish I could stay and hear the whole story, but I do have to get back to Donna. Can you fill me in later?
Well, sure, if I can have my job back.
Oh, you bet you have your job back. Now, you just take your time, have a nice talk with Rick, and I'll see you when you get back. Thanks.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to you.
Hey, will you forget it? My motives are strictly selfish. I mean, where am I going to find another waitress who works as hard as you do? I'll see you later. Thanks again.
Bye. Rose has been so good to me.
She's trying to help you put your life back together.
I'm not sure anyone can help me do that.
Heather, at least we can try to point you in the right direction.
Funny you should mention that. Pointing me in the right direction. That's just what I was going to talk to you about.
All right, let's talk.
There's only one right direction for me. And that's Jeff. Couldn't you call him and give him the good news? Couldn't you tell him Captain Ramsey let me go and I'm not involved in Diana's murder?
Heather, please.
Please, couldn't you just tell him that? If he knew the truth, I know he'd want me back. I know he
Heather,
would.
we have discussed this before, haven't we?
But it's all a terrible mistake. Can't you see that? It's just been a big mistake.
You have to stop this, Heather, please.
I love Jeff, and Jeff loves me. He may not think he does, but he does.
Heather, that is another lifetime. That is finished. It is over. You have to face reality. You are no longer part of Jeff's life.
How do you know how Jeff feels after all this time?
He wants to marry Anne. You have to face that. You can't live in some kind of dream world.
You may pretend to be my friend, but you're not.
Heather, please.
You're my guardian, and you pretend to care about me. But the truth is that you don't. You think I'm guilty no matter what the truth is.
Heather, stop this.
Stop what? Stop defending myself? What am I supposed to do? Let everyone trample over me like I'm some kind of criminal?
But you keep your voice down, for your sake.
When is poor Charles going to give me a chance? When are people going to believe me? Why won't anyone listen to me? If Laura was in this kind of trouble, would you be this hard on her? Would you?
You got that? Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Well, if what Tiffany says is correct, as I see by this map here, the control for the radar is in this vestibule and outside of the main room.
Right. Okay, pal, what if she's wrong?
And we make it up as we go along.
We know the Mikos controls the control room, and how the hell do we get into it? That's what I want to know.
Well, that makes one of the small problems. As I see it, this control room is probably a computerized sensor tuned into him alone.
Yeah, all right, look. Computerized sensors can be fooled, right?
Maybe. Computers have this rather boring habit of being terribly upset when they're fed the wrong information. So we got to find some way to neutralize the entire system. But to do that, we got to find out how it works first.
All right, pal. All I want to know is, do you think we can really trust Tiffany? You know? I don't know. Maybe she's just making herself okay with Mikos to make sure that we hang ourselves, you know?
Look, I'd like to think we can trust her, that she's not just another Mata Hari.
Well, pal, at least she acts like she knows how to get us down there.
The Cassidyne's are way out of her league, and she knows it. That's what makes me think that we can trust her.
All right. You willing to bet your life on it?
No. But I'm willing to bet your life on it.
Oh, sure. Well, that I understand, you know. The least expendable life on the island. Thank you very much.
Or the most expendable. Maybe you and Laura. Who knows? Make it a duet.
Laura, I'm missing Laura. Laura!
Richard, the next time you decide to kill me, I do wish you'd give me a blindfold. I hate the sight of guns.
Well, I'm sorry for frightening you, Tiffany. Where have you been?
Oh, I went shopping for a while, and then I met a few friends for drinks. I went to the movie.
I wasn't making jokes.
Well, somebody should. There's nothing else to do on this stupid, dreary rock. Well, if you must know, darling, I went for a swim, and then I mislaid my beach bag, and I couldn't find it, so I've been looking everywhere for it, and that's where I've been. So I get punished just because I've been a bad girl.
Oh, no, my dear. I would never think of punishing you. We'll just go back down to our quarters and reestablish our feelings for one another, but after we find your missing beach bag.
Oh, forget that, Victor. It was an ugly
Oh,
thing.
no, but I insist we must find it.
Oh, but I thought you wanted to go back
Ah,
to
yes,
our
but you know we
quarters.
can't leave any kind of litter, any signs of habitation.
Oh, but those are silly old stupid rules just because I lost a beach bag.
Yes, but you mustn't be so careless, Tiffany. But that's okay. I'll come accompany you from now on when you go sunbathing. I mean, we wouldn't want anything to happen to you. Now, would we?